I don't think it does, just because it's a good team. They're ranked in the top 10 in the country. I would assume that our guys would probably be as ready as they would for any game. As far as the crowd goes, I don't think our guys even pay attention a lot to the crowd. This group doesn't as much. They're young. They're just trying to get through the game right now. Maybe our last year's group, it would have affected their play somewhat just because they like the crowd. But this one, no, we're ready regardless, and excited to be able to play that level of competition.
You talk about Justin Pitts. I think people expect him to come in and be a good point guard, not to this Sean Cooper level, but he's kind of come out on fire this year.
He's a good player. He's a high IQ basketball player. Makes right decisions, takes care of the basketball, can make plays, excellent defender, gets the ball where it needs to go. I mean, he's a good basketball player, and he's very far along for a redshirt freshman. And he's got 4 more years in our program left. He's only played 4 games up to this point, and dominated one of them. And we'll see tonight. Tonight will be a test where you play number 6 team in the country, and we'll see how he performs.
It's probably one that a kid like that gets up for a little bit more, just kind of not only wanting to come out and win, but show what he's made of from such a good team too.
I think so. I think he's going to compete regardless. He's a little different in that. Where he's pretty steady. He doesn't get too high, too low. I think he'll get excited, but he won't show a lot of it. So I think that's a good thing in these kind of environments. As far as proving, I think he's kind of proven that he's going to be a good player in this league, and now it's just about, can he win consistently in this league? Can you beat a top-level team in this conference? Or, I'm sorry, in Division II.
Talk about Drury being a top 10 team. What would you say their main strengths are that make them so dominant?
They're scoring, very good offensively. They play extremely hard defensively, and a lot of that leads to their offense. I'd say overall they run a motion. They play extremely hard, and they force a lot of turnovers with their defense. I'd say those are their 3 strengths.
Coming into the season, a lot was talked about. You guys are a lot. You don't have as much height. How do you feel like you guys have held up on the boards this far this year?
Terribly. We don't rebound at all right now. We're awful defensive rebounding. We're number 1 the last 3 years defensive rebounding wise, and we got to be done near last right now. So just got to get better. You got to get tougher. Got to get more physical. I don't think it's the size. I think it's the other person mentality where it's like the ball bounces or the ball comes off the rim and you box your guy out. And it's like, oh, that person will get it. Oh, that person will get it. Well, no, you go get it, and we haven't quite figured out that concept yet.
You played Drury well last year. You played a couple of top 10 teams pretty well last year, but couldn't beat them early in the season. Is this a game you don't necessarily feel like you have to come out and win, just let's put on a good showing, let's show ourselves that we can compete with these top teams, and that kind of carries over into conference?
I don't think so. I think I want to win. I think that's the objective. I think we've kind of gotten over that hump where we've beaten quite a few good teams, and then obviously in the tournament, and then throughout the year. I think Moorhead is a top 10 team in the country. I think now they're ranked like 14th or 15th, and I thought we got really good shots, just didn't knock down shots that game, and probably had a chance to beat them. I think this game is a winnable basketball game, and I think it's a game that I'd be disappointed if we didn't win. However, I want to first off come out and compete and play hard.